All right, so I'm going to be testing audio to see how this is working here. Going to try to find a good audio setting here. Really been having a lot of trouble lately, and I hope that you can help me. So if you're somebody who watches the channel, or maybe you're just stumbling across me, by all means, feel free to help me. Let me know if you're hearing any kind of static, any kind of issues at all, okay? All right, so this is just going to kind of be an ongoing thing where I am doing my best to try to diagnose this issue. And so that's what we are going to do right now is I'm just going to be chatting and you can listen. I am trying a different thing that I did this morning. So we'll be talking for a little while. We're going to see if the static picks up. I really just don't quite know the source of the static. But if it starts up here in just a little bit, that's going to be the real trick. So just if you get bored watching, feel free to go do something else that's more fun, more exciting. And then just come back and check in ever so often to see if you're hearing any of the static, any of the crackling. So so far so good, but this is kind of the problem because it starts out very often that our audio sounds decent, and then just as time goes on, we start to have audio issues. Static or something builds up, creates interference. What I've got right now, this is actually what I'm looking at here on my computer, my audio settings, and so what we want is, if I am talking, we want that moving up and down. We don't want it spiking really high. And then when I quit talking, we want it to do that. We want it to settle all the way down. So that's what we are trying to accomplish right now. And I hope that we can get it done. If you are anybody who knows anything about sound, then by all means, please let me know if there's something that I am doing wrong, that I'm not doing correctly. Please tell me, because I really want to get this problem sorted out for you, because many of you have done a lot to back this ministry, support this ministry, and I want you to be able to enjoy it and actually be able to listen and hear our studies and things that we're doing. So please, I'm going to be going live probably for the next 30 to 45 minutes, and you may see me walking around. I may play with the camera settings a little bit to see if I can get our, I don't know, color a little bit better. I don't really know if I can or not. I'm not very good with matters of camera stuff. But if you're watching and I play with the camera settings and you see something that you like right here, I'm going to maybe bump this just a little bit that way. Do you like that? Do you not like it? Go back to the way it was before. By all means, just let me know so I can try to fix this and get it in a good way, a way that we may like it. So there's a little bit of a hue change there. That may look kind of funny, actually. Let me take it back to the center. If I take it that way, it starts to look a little bit more green. So there's that. Just let me know if there's anything that you like, anything that looks kind of interesting or appealing to you. Don't know if there's much to do there. Does that look any better, or does that look any worse? That add any extra color to the video? Do you like that? This is the opportunity to make the broadcast look the way that you want it. Okay, I'll be sure to make my changes slower. Definitely looks I don't know, a little bit too bright. So what if I bring it that kind of that brightness? What if I take it back just a little bit this way, and maybe that'll make the color look a little bit more natural. So I brought it back a little bit. Wait and see some of your thoughts. It looks like audio is doing okay. Um, what I'm doing is I'm using a different cord than I was using before, and trying to get my receiver away from any electronic devices. So trying to get it away from electrical outlets, um, anything that may be creating some sort of static issue. And so we'll see. And if the static issue starts to become apparent in time, then we'll do something different. Much better. All right. So that was a better change. Decided to back down the contrast just a little bit. I feel like that maybe looks a little bit better, a little more natural there. So much of this is, as you know, I'm kind of a one-man show to some degree. So any help that you can give, any recommendations are greatly appreciated to whoever may be tuning in to watch right now. If you're an expert, I'm using a Blackmagic Micro Studio camera, so if you have any recommendations on bumping up or changing any of the settings, by all means, let me know, because I am kind of just winging it as I go here. Let me try this. Try bringing this up just a hair. See if that does much to change it. If that does not look good, let me know, and I'll bring that shading back down. So audio still looking pretty good. Of course, now I will say most of the time I'm using a white background. Like, so when I'm teaching, how does that look? So I've got the white background here, for Bible study. Normally I have the verses a little bit bigger than that, but there you go. So you got the verses nice and large, kind of to where you can see it and observe it. And how does that color adjustment look right there? Like I said, I'm all for you giving me your insight, your thoughts on all of that. Okay, Tom says it sounds good, so that's good. And once again, the trick is what's frustrating is we kind of got to do this for a while. So okay, Kristen says the color's okay, but the picture as a whole almost appears like it's not broadcasting in HD like it normally does. I think I'll go back on the color from the very last change. Okay, so Kristen likes maybe this a little bit, bringing it back down into the more shading towards the blue. Does that seem like that made much difference to you? And that might not have been enough change. One of the challenges, I will say, probably why the camera is not ever going to, well, one of these days it will, but I don't have any lights like that are shining on me. So it's not like this is a legitimate studio setup. If this was a legitimate studio setup, I would have more lights that would actually increase the clarity of it. So I'm still talking. We've got a lot of time to kill because I don't know when the static may come in. Like I said beforehand, I've had the stuff setting over here, just off to the side. Before I've had it right up there on the camera. Now this time I've taken the receiver for my microphone and I put it up on top of something on the back part of the room up yonder. So I am doing my best. I promise I'm trying. It is a constant thing that I want to check and I want to do a good job on. So let me see. I kind of want to show you, and eventually we might do this. I do have a light, and it probably would go a long ways if I went ahead and just decided to utilize it for stuff. But I just I don't know. Let's see if I can get this light set up to shine a little bit. Let your light shine. I don't know. There's some little joke there. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Now that probably may actually create a, yeah. So I'd have to play with the adjustments there to make sure that the light's not actually shining on the TV. Also, it's a very bright light and it's blinding me. But that probably does enhance the color quite a bit. Do you feel like the light helps? Do you think that makes much of a difference? If so, maybe I could try to, I guess if I got it up, I'm kind of almost hiding where the light is right there because you can see the reflection there. But if I maybe took the light and put it up higher, like shining down on me, that may improve the color quite a bit. So let's test it again. Okay, ready? I'm going to turn the light off, and you can see the difference again. So light off, and this is what you get right here. No light, probably a little bit darker, but it still has its benefits. It's not terrible, I guess, but how's our audio? Is our audio still doing okay for people that may be watching the most boring of all video streams? I need to let Nathan know that I'm going live, but basically what I need to do is, you don't really see much of the difference, my mom says, so maybe there is no difference. But I am certainly trying to find a solution to our audio issue. I'm not ignoring it. I do care about it. I know that you care about it. And I really appreciate everybody who has long suffered to try to watch our studies anyways. Saturation color. So here's the thing. So Deve Sprava. I actually have, now I don't know, are you wanting me to increase my audio? Or my saturation? Because I actually, if you can look and see here, my saturation is maxed out. Is it overdone? Is it too much? Do I need to go down on saturation? Is that what you're telling me? I feel like it's such a flat image there, but do I need to boost that? And if I've already got that boosted, what else do you think could be done to bring some more color out? I'm certainly not an expert on it, so if you have recommendations on how to set up a camera, I would truly appreciate it. It looks washed out, so it needs more. I do agree. I do feel like it is washed out. Now, let me ask this though: when we are on white, does the white screen make it look any better, or does it still look relatively washed out? I just want to make sure that it's a consistent problem. It's not just having to do with the dark background. What color is my shirt? It's a gray shirt. Yep. So it's gray. It's almost you might almost mistake it for, no, it's just a gray shirt. Trying to find I'm looking for a color that you would be able to look at. This is a green bag. I guess it looks green on screen, but this is a green bag right here. It's pretty much a neutral green. It's not dark. It's not olive. tint of blue on white. Consistency. Gray looks like a light pink shade. So consistency. My options here as I look, I've got lift, I've got gamma, I've got gain. And I don't really, like I said, I don't really know how I don't know which ones do what. It's kind of a Kelly green. Yeah, that bag is. I've got pivot, I've got contrast, which is set on 60 at the moment. I don't know if lift needs something or gamma. I don't know if I need to favor something one way or the other. For example, if you feel like I've got too much of maybe a blue tint, gamma is high. So if you think the gamma is too high, Alan, so if I bring the gamma down, that's going to make things better. Okay, I brought the gamma down quite a bit there. Do we feel like that helped? I know nothing, and Alan, I'm counting on you here. So we got gamma down. I'm sorry, I know you can hear me drinking my coffee. What do you think about now that I brought gamma down? Also, we're 17 minutes in, and I don't see any audio crackling, and you're not saying anything, so I guess it's not happening. I'm not going to touch anything on the camera until one of you tell me what you think. Here's, now that I've turned down the gamma, here's what it looks like on white. So white screen, gamma's turned down significantly. Here's what our Kelly green bag looks like now. Kind of Kelly green. Shirt still looks brown. Not much change. What if I brought it down even more? Okay, that's quite a bit. I did a pretty significant one right there. Okay, so that's with gamma brought down quite substantially from what it was. Okay, Kim says she heard noise. Okay, so we're starting to get some crackle. Okay, now here's what we're trying to do. I'm trying to diagnose this issue. So what I've got is I've got this lapel on me. Okay, so I'm trying to see is it due to static on this lapel. All right, so I'm touching metal stuff here, trying to get there for it to go away. Is that fixing anything? Me touching the lapel. I could even get like a dryer sheet. So here's dryer sheet here, trying to wipe my clothes off. Trying. I'm trying to what I'm trying to accomplish is to determine if it is this that's resulting in crackling, or if it's the receiver. Sorry, I keep drinking without my mute. Buckle interference, Alan? Maybe. I've got a metal buckle here. Something I could do. I could try to take this and move it back over here. In theory, I can. A little bit further away from my buckle. So move it over to my side now. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay. Now let's while we're testing to see if the crackling is going to come back on us. Let's look at camera stuff some more. So we still think it's got a tint of brown to it. If I bring down saturation, does that get rid of some of our brown color effect there? Now it may make it look even more washed out. I'm not sure. Do we feel like that's getting more to a true color? Here's our green bag again for reference. There's that. All right. Deve Sprava says looks good. Thank you. I can still do some more stuff if you want me to try to. So no audio interference at the moment. Is what you're telling me? I don't know why this room is or whatever we're doing here is so finicky on audio. I forgot to hit mute again. There's a little gas station that I like to go to on Sunday afternoons to get coffee, and their coffee tastes really good. So there, what I did is I turned down the saturation. Maybe the saturation was over saturated. Imagine that. If there's anything else you think about color that it could use, please let me know. Kim says no audio issues at the moment. What I'm going to do here in just a minute is, if we don't have any audio issues in probably the next 5 minutes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the audio setup like it was for Sunday morning when we started having interference, and I want to see if it starts back up, okay? No issues so far. If you have any friends who are who watch this or online, maybe invite them to come take a look and see what they think. But I'm trying, okay? I really am, I promise. I want to get this issue solved. I've spent a lot of time on all this to have these many issues. All right. Ready? I'm going to mute this time so you don't have to hear me. So that is good coffee. All right. I guess nothing has changed. Is there any thoughts on are we all content, all satisfied on the camera and how it looks? Deve says fine. Contrast or the camera is in dynamic range film or extended video. I use BMPCC 4K in case. Whew, that is I don't know. I don't quite know what I use or don't use or what that even means exactly. No crackling? All right. What I'm going to do is when I hit, I'm going to wait 2 more minutes from right here. I'm going to make note of how I have this set up. This may be what I do next Sunday, to where our audio comes through well, and maybe the static that we had going on was tied to this. And like Alan said, maybe it's next to that buckle. So no issues yet, I'm seeing. I'm getting close to the TV. Is the TV causing any Any static issues from over here by the TV? What if I go over here and I get by my electronics that are over here? Any spike in audio? Any crackling? I'm going to kind of go around the room and see if there's any issues here. Really, it's so tough. I wish that I just want to be able to replicate it, because if we could replicate this problem, then it would be a whole lot easier. Scoot your feet. All right, I am boot scooting now, Alan. I'm dragging my feet around, walking all silly in the room. Still scooting my feet. Because it is possible that the static could be on me. But I do feel like there's a high probability. Oh, DeVay says Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera is BMPCC. Was thinking because of the ATEM mini control you were using, a Blackmagic camera can try add a little contrast bit by bit. Okay, so we could try a little more contrast here. Okay, I bumped it up just a little. That's a little bump in contrast. If you don't like it, tell me. I'll go back to how it was. Make your opinions known. Do you want it like that or like that? Like that or like that? Do you want more of that way? So this is like how I had it. I've just changed it. This is what it is right now. All right. So now, I don't know. This has been working pretty well. We had just the slightest amount of static, and I think it was on me. All right, let me try something. Let's see if I can create some problems. Let's see. All right, ready? Okay, I've put it in a position that commonly gives me problems. Let's see if the crackling comes soon. I can do this for the next 40 minutes, by the way. I got here in plenty of time. That's why I need your help. Only you can prevent static crackling. I'm almost out of coffee. That's it. Coffee's gone. So, with that, no crackling yet. Like I said, I've got the receiver. Yep, just heard a crackle. Okay. Let's see if we get another one. Let's see if we get some more here. Is that just a small one, just a single one? Because what I'm going to do is if it comes in force and creates a lot of popping, we're going to test this again. I'm going to touch my mic that's on me, and then we're going to go and we're going to move the receiver again and see if that does anything. How did that look increasing the contrast a little bit? Did that look pretty good? The neat thing, the cool thing about this is the way I've got it set up is I can zoom it. So look at that. I see you. It's almost, I'm just a little bit out of focus, aren't I? That's one problem. If I'm standing too far away, And then, of course, you can zoom it all the way back. So I need to be standing closer, very close to the TV. That probably helps a lot with to make it sharp. The closer I am to the TV, the sharper it's going to look. Oh, yeah. I wondered, yeah, I look, that's a pretty good image right there. I had been wondering why it seemed like I did not look quite as clear as what I had. That's not bad. The screen is very clear. It's almost like I'm just ever so slightly out of focus. But I guess I would rather the screen be super sharp and me maybe slightly out of focus. My shirt still looks brown. I don't know what's setting there. Are we still not hearing any pops? Or oh, wait, was there a pop right there? Are we getting some popping now? I think I saw some popping. Maybe not, but it looked like there was. There it is. Okay, so we've got it. All right, so we got some popping now. Okay, let's see if it continues. So here we go. All right. Okay, I'm touching my mic that's on my body here. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. Did that fix it? Are we still having any popping or crackling? Here's the dryer sheet. So DeVay says white balance. I don't know entirely how to adjust the white balance. I mean, I bumped it up there, there, and there. Did that help any? Bumping up the white? I just kind of increased the white all across the board there. Do you like that? Do we have any more? So, is the popping and crackling done? It hasn't returned since I did all this. No crackling. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if it's not the on-body mic. White looks white on screen. I can go back. We can try it even more. There we go. I really bumped it up there. Is that too much? Or does that look about right? I mean, I'm not very dark complected, so if I'm looking pretty pale, then that's probably pretty accurate to real life. What are we thinking, folks? How's audio? Haze too much? Okay. Pretty easy to fix. Brought it down all the way around. Audio is good. We are 35 minutes in, which is the typical length of time that we do a show or and we've had some popping. I'm really starting to wonder if it's not our on-body mic. Maybe that's the source of all of our issues. Let me try one more thing. Mike, check. Can you hear me? Are you getting? Mike, check. Mike, check. All right. How is that? How's the? How's the audio there? Are you getting a little bit too much noise? How's that? Is that any better? It doesn't sound as good. Okay. All right. How about now? That's very quiet, isn't it? Can't hardly even hear me. All right. So I'm bumping it up now to normal. Mic check. Test 1 2 3. That's funny. That's very, very quiet. And I don't feel like okay. So all right. Now let me bring this down. Mic check. Test 1 2 3. Mic check. Test 1 2 3. Is there any noise in the background? Are you hearing? Are you hearing some noise? Is that Alan? Does that? Yeah, just me talking. Does it sound good, or is there some noise going on in the background? Because if you look when I stop talking, there's just a little bit of sound in the background. No noise though. Kim says no noise. Kim, you were on my mind too because you've been asking me to fix my audio for a long time. I really am trying, Kim, I promise. Okay, so do you like this audio? Let me listen. I want to see how it sounds. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good, I think. But where's the static? You've all seen it. You know what happens when I'm teaching. I'm up here reading the Bible and trying to go through the scriptures, and we get static, and I don't know. I don't know what's causing it. I thought surely if we're 40 minutes in now, we've had some popping, and it seems to be on me. This seems to be the problem. It's not anything else. It's a static issue that's happening on me. So how do we fix that? Nathan, how do I fix that? I need to talk to Nathan, because it seems like once I do this, I go through the trouble of getting this done, then it works. There's no fan in here, no AC or fan running right now. So what are we thinking, folks? I'm going to go probably for about another 10 minutes. That's about all I can do. It seems like, so far my only guess is it's got to be the on-body mic, because I put this in several different locations. I haven't tried replacing just the mic on the lapel. I haven't done that yet. That may come. I may have to do that. Static, maybe a cell phone nearby. My cell phone is right here. I could, so maybe putting it on airplane mode. Anything? Static? Let me do it some more. Okay. I kind of bumped the, Alan says was not from the phone. So Alan, you're convinced it's not the phone? All right, so none of you are hearing anything there that the phone's causing it. What's frustrating is every one of you that are watching right now can all say with confidence that we are not hearing or experiencing the kind of static that we have been experiencing otherwise. Now the AC is running, but I don't think that's going to... Now, if we get an increase in static now, the AC is running, that's like the one thing that I can think of that's really changed. Once again, I've gotten right up here by the TV. Any static here? Mary says she thinks it's my energetic personality. Thank you, Mary. What about this? TV? What do we think, folks? A lot of times I have my wire like folded up in my... I'll kind of wrap it up and like put it in my jacket or my shirt. TV's fine. I don't know. I should have done my Sunday school right now, because we've had like the least amount of static we've had this whole time. I don't know. I don't know. Let me try one more thing. I'm going to take my phone. I'm going to put it right over here by the receiver. And you tell me if we have an increase in static with the phone being by the receiver. Are we getting anything? Hey, Don Willis, great to have you with us. Didn't mean to but it kind of rhymed though, didn't it? Don, you hearing any static? We're trying to figure out my audio problem. We've got the camera looking not half bad from what people are saying, but I'm trying to diagnose a static issue. Static issue. I just don't know. I don't know what to do about this. No static now, the people are telling me. You are all my witnesses that I have been trying for the past 46 minutes to diagnose a static issue. What did you do the first 30 minutes or so of class this morning? I was teaching the Bible, Ken. No, I don't know. So what I had last time was I had the receiver on the camera, but the times we've had the worst static is how it is right now. This is exactly how I've had it when we've had so many issues. And right now it's functioning flawlessly. It's okay, Don. I'm sorry that you have tinnitus. Did you serve? I know my grandpa had a lot of hearing trouble. Is the number of people in the room a factor? I don't know. That's most likely it would just some kind of static electricity would be creating our problem, and I just cannot figure it out. Right now, everything's working great, isn't it? I can go for another 3 minutes, and then I'm going to have to shut it down and get ready to teach Sunday night. It's the other people now. Yeah. Now we're just blaming other people. Oh. Ken says it's like something electronically revs up around 10:30 or so and it gets worse. Yeah, but also Wednesday nights. You all remember being in here on a Wednesday night and having this static issue. I don't know what it would be. We've got the AC running right now. We've got I don't know what else we would have in here. I'm gonna go walk out in the church for a minute and just look around and see if there's anything I notice. If I go into another room, there's not anything electronic going on in here. Don, it definitely is a static problem. Otherwise, I'd be very good at mimicking static. Oh, sorry, I was rolling right up to the camera there. I'm just looking around. Gonna go look at the next room over. But in here, I don't see any electronic devices in here. And you can probably hear Tracy and Joy having a conversation in the room. Looking over here in a storage closet, I don't see anything in here that's electronic running other than a light. I'm talking to people all across the world right now. I'm trying to diagnose my electronic issues. I am. Emphasis on trouble. Howdy, sir.
The part of technology I always hated.
Heard some cracks and pops while you were walking around. Maybe so let's keep it up. So maybe it really is. Maybe what this is it's a matter of static buildup as I'm moving. Because when I'm teaching, I'm doing a lot of moving around and static builds up. So are we really, are we about to come down to it being my clothing? Or some part of the process of wearing my lapel mic and getting static buildup when I'm walking around? Now, some of the cracks and pops, I don't know. That could have been due to the fact I was getting slightly away from my receiver there. What are we hearing now, folks? What are we hearing now? Stand on a soapbox. I don't entirely get that. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. Get something. Oh, yeah. Mary, I don't carry a gun. I don't think it's my gun. Try a different lapel. We may try that. I may try getting a different lapel. That could be. Is this causing anything? I'm kind of moving the wire around. You are all witnesses to me that all the trouble I've had when I try to fix this thing, I can't even get it to really do the problem to solve it. I can't win for losing, or I can't win for winning. I'm going to have to talk to Nathan and see if he has an idea about all this. I just don't know what is going to be in. I mean, I don't know. We're bugged. We've been bugged by big evangelicalism. We've been infiltrated. That's what's happening. They're trying to undermine us. That's what's going on. All right, folks. I don't know. I'm out of time. I've got to go. I've got to get ready to do Bible study tonight. We just had 53 minutes of pretty good quality sound. We had static a couple times. Yeah. I need to talk to somebody. I guess. I don't know. You've all been witnesses to this thing. I have tried. It's the SBC, it's the Calvinists, which I repeat myself. I'm so frustrated because we've had Bible study after Bible study get messed up and ruined by all this static, and yet here we are going on 54 minutes of pretty good audio, minus a few times we had some static build up, and it seemed to be all on the lapel. I may try to get a new lapel mic, which Shields and Arrows, you know, many of you watch that. This is the same setup. I don't have issues, but there's something going on. Maybe, I don't know. Next Sunday, I'll be starting a new series. And so when we start it, I'm going to be a little bit more lenient with everything. And if you say, hey, we're having audio issues, I will pause the session Sunday morning and we will solve the audio issues, okay? Or at least try to figure out what's going on. So right now, my going theory is it's all in the lapel. All right, it's all the lapel. There's something going on here. We're getting static buildup. Maybe I need to try to wear it differently. I don't know. Okay, I'm putting it down here by my metal belt buckle, which where it was before. Getting any static, people? No, Kim, when I'm doing shields and arrows, I don't. Are we getting any static there? I'm kind of just trying to like build up static on the transmitter here. No static. I'm just being silly, just sitting here, I'm just rubbing it on my shirt. All right, everyone, I have to go. I'm so sorry, but I'm out of time. I've got to go. So I don't know. We'll keep trying. We'll get there eventually. And maybe Ken's theory is right. Maybe something around 10:30 in the morning, and then around 6:45 in the evening, something fires up and messes up the whole thing. But right now, you are my witnesses to a long amount of time that audio has been decent. So I don't know. I'm as frustrated as you are. But thank you all so much for helping me out trying to diagnose the issue. Thanks everybody for all your help. I really do. It means a lot. So we did our best. We tried. I'm going to see all of you tomorrow for Shields and Arrows. So thank you.